It is Saturday morning. I'm just now waking up. Actually, it's 11:30. But last night was date night and we didn't go to sleep until about 3 in the morning and we didn't have the kids here to wake us up, so I decided to let myself sleep in as long as my body would let me sleep in. And so I'm rolling out, drinking a Bing, and I'm getting my day started. Today we are getting the kids back at 3, which is not long from now, so I'm probably going to make us some smoothies. And then we're going to go to the grocery store before picking up the kids because we have been going out to eat way too much because my husband has had a whole week off and we've just been going and going and going. And I haven't had a lot of time to cook. I think I've only cooked like twice, and I'm used to cooking like 2, 3 meals a day. So it's like, this has been crazy. Let's see. Aiden Ryan says, "Hi, hello, welcome to the chat." I wanted to tell you guys about the super fun date night that we had. It was it was a blast. I have a Febreze thing in here that just went off. But last night we went to go eat Mexican food after my mom got the kids. And then we went to a huge mall in Charlotte, North Carolina, or Concord, North Carolina, near Charlotte. And it's called Concord Mills. And we walked around the whole mall, but we mostly stayed in a store, the Lego store, which was really, really fun. It was interesting, cool. We like being creative, and the kids love Legos. So we went to look around and see what they had. We got the pick and choose Legos that they had, where you can fill up a box of whatever Legos you want and take them with you. So that was really cool. Cindy says hi, hello. After we went to the mall, we were about to head home, and we were like pretty sure we were gonna go home and just relax for the night. And then I was like, I really want to play mini golf. And so at around 8:30 p.m., we I was driving back that way, and my husband said, "Okay, I found this cool place that we could go play mini golf." And I was like, "Okay." And so I just expected like an outdoor mini golf course or something. No, it was a huge indoor mini golf. There was like a party bus they had made that you do golf inside of, and um there was one that you start upstairs and then you take a slide downstairs and finish the hole. And then there was one that you actually had to ride on a swing and try to throw your ball in the hole. They had basketball games, little pinball machines. They had a bunch of different games within the putt-putt courses, and there was two ways you could go. There was a blue course and there was a yellow course, and they each had 18 holes. It was $15 a person to play, but with all the things that were kind of included and how long it took and everything, it was definitely worth it. Let me see the comments. Let's see. Aiden says, "How's your day going?" It's going good. It's just getting started for me. Sandy says, "I like you live." Thank you. Sub-Zero VR, hey. Hello. Michael, how are you today? I am good. Okay, somebody's saying I'm hot and they call me baby girl, so they are getting put. Hide user on the channel. I don't want to be flirted with. I just had date night with my amazing husband. Well, I wouldn't want to be flirted with anyways because I'm married and I don't go for that, but just especially after the best date night ever, it's just like you don't stand a chance. Let's see. Sandy said no violent. No, no violent. Lorenzo said good morning, good morning. Funny says, how do you do live stream? Usually if you're mobile and you get on your YouTube app, there's a plus sign in the middle, and usually you have the option to either post a short, a video, or do a live stream, or just make a post, and then you could do it from there. I think you do have to go through like a what is it called? An acceptance, like YouTube has to like authorize you to be able to do live, but I think it only takes like 24 hours. Let's see. Sandy says, I sub from your live stream. Thank you so much. Sorry my camera's wobbly. I'm just using my hands and not like a stand or anything. But yes, after we went to play mini golf until like almost 10:30 at night, we passed by Sheets and got slushies. We just had the most fun ever. And the best part about it is about everything we did are things that the childish side of ourselves is really interested in and that we really like. And so it was a good step back from everyday life, and it was fun to just be a kid with my husband. It was so much fun. Let's see. Akil says, hi, madam. Hello. Funny says, I like your hair. I appreciate it. I ran my fingers through my hair, kind of like combed it that way, but I have not brushed it yet this morning fully. Sandy said, the quality is good. I appreciate that. I'm glad, because sometimes in the lower part of my house, like the sunroom area, it is a mess, but it's usually a little sketchy with the service. You are from what country? The USA? They are from India. Awesome. Sandy says, wow, you have 852 subs. I do, and I appreciate all of you guys. Let's see. What color are my eyes, green or blue? I don't know if you want a close-up. I have no makeup, but they're like... Yeah, that was probably scary, especially if anybody came across this and wasn't watching beforehand. But they're like hazel. They're like greenish brown, and they kind of like change colors according to what I'm wearing. Like if I'm wearing green that day, my eyes will look super green. If I'm wearing like brown or beige, my eyes are showing more of the brown side. But I like it. I hear a lot of birds outside. Let's go check that out. Let's see. I was charging my phone, so that's why I was sitting in this spot. Let's check out the birds. I hear them. Do you guys hear the birds? Oh, the patio needs the leaf blower. Let's see. Oh, the birds sound so pretty. Let's see. I'm going to check on my little flowers. I haven't checked on them in a couple days. It has sprinkled and rained some, so I haven't really had to pay. Wow. Look at that. There's so many. These have came and pretty much gone. They've started to brown and kind of crumble apart. Oh. But this is how they look in their glory. But we had a lot of these last week and the week before, and now they're starting to, I guess, fizzle out, which makes me a little sad because they were so pretty. I was anticipating them for a long time, and now they're here and gone. Let's see. Sandy says, just remember what you believe is what you achieve. That is true. Risky says we can raise sheep here. Sweet. Michael says you have pretty flowers. Thank you. Nice rose like you. I appreciate that. I need to do a lot of cooking, yard work, and just overall cleaning of the house. My husband was off this week and he usually works like, I don't know, Monday through Friday, but for the most part of the day, every day. And so I was really just soaking up him being here this week. And so I have not, I mean, I've done a lot of laundry and we did some yard work together, but as far as just like being in the kitchen every 5 seconds and um, not hanging out with him because I'm doing a ton of laundry and cooking and cleaning, I didn't want our week to be that way since he only gets basically 1 week out of the whole year to chill with us like this. So I was like, I'm not going to um, waste it just doing a ton of house chores. So let's see. Michael said, hi, hello. Sandy, are you married? I am. I've been married for like 4.5 years now, but we've been together for a little over 8 years. What are you drinking? I'm drinking Bing because I can't drink Celsius or Monster or Red Bull or anything like that because it has so much caffeine. But these only have half the amount of caffeine those have. And so it gives me a little punch or a little pick me up in the morning, but it's not like too crazy. It says immune support, mental focus and clarity, no artificial flavors, no gluten, and no dairy. So I get them in the health section, but I've only been able to find them at Food Lion. But I haven't checked Lowe's Food. I know I saw a few at Compare Foods, but they're not at Walmart and just like gas stations and convenience stores. But anyways, I don't know how much I've talked about Tybee Island. We went to the beach this past Sunday through Tuesday, and we drove 5 hours to Tybee Island, Georgia, and it was just so amazing to take the kids and enjoy that time together. We went to Fort Pulaski. I tried a little coffee shop over there that was just so cute and vibey. It hurt my stomach so bad, but that's just coffee for you. But anyways, the coffee shop was so awesome in itself, just the way it looked. And then we went to a science center. I home 6-year-old, and so that was a way to like teach him about nature and marine life. And then we went to we played on the beach a lot on that one day that we were there for a full day. And then on the way home, we went to Savannah National Wildlife Center. It's free to go there, and it was so beautiful. I could not believe it. It looked like you, well, we were in a different place, but it looks so much different than it does here. And I was just so happy to be able to just see that in the different climate and the different like terrain. And it was just beautiful. It was swampy, which I thought was cool. I know that other people said that there was a drive you could take around the property that was like a 4 mile drive and you could see alligators. Well, I tried to find it. Um, they didn't have written directions with like the road names. She just showed me a map and kind of like told me what I'd need to turn at. And I made a wrong turn, ended up on the highway that we needed to be on to start going home. And I was just like, better luck next time. I don't want to add like 30 minutes to our 5 hour trip. But on our way home, we stopped in Florence, South Carolina, which was also super cool because Magnolia Mall had an arcade called Tilt Arcade, and it was humongous. And so we played games in there for a while, and my husband actually won 10,000 tickets out of a claw machine, which was pretty cool. So we just had a really good time with our boys. I do have to admit, the boys as excited as they may have been, they didn't listen very well during the trip. They just they're roamers, and so they were one track minded sometimes, and it was just really hard to keep them together and to just run after them. But they listen to an extent. My 6-year-old is a lot better at listening than my 3-year-old, but that's like normal for their ages. And you don't want to discipline them too hard in public and like embarrass them, but we had a really big talk with them when we got home that if they're not going to be good on vacation and if they're not going to listen well on vacation, they can't go on vacation. And so I will hold my ground on that. I said, Mommy and Daddy can get a babysitter and go somewhere for a weekend. If y'all can't listen, y'all might not be able to go the next time. But I really do love just taking it kind of slow so my boys can wander around and enjoy themselves. But yeah, sometimes it's just like, okay, we got to keep moving. But it's okay because kids are going to be kids and they need to explore the world to learn. And so it's kind of up to the parent whether they want to rush things and their kids miss out, or if you want to let them kind of see the world and slow down. Because when you're on vacation, I know some people might have an itinerary, but when we're on vacation, we're really good with the flow. Like, we don't make a lot of excursions with times we have to be there or anything. The biggest thing that we have to just make sure we do on time is the checkout time when you have to get out of a hotel. But I bagged everything up the night before and just made sure that we were ready to kind of go out the door. But let's see. My stomach just growled. I don't know if y'all heard that. Let's see. Michael says, "Oh, kids are just like that. Sometimes it's okay." Yeah, they are. Sandy said, "I broke my leg last year. I'm fine now, though." I'm glad you're fine now. I know when you break your leg, you can't do a lot of the things you would normally do. So that was probably really inconvenient and painful. So I'm glad you're okay. Um, Another thing too on vacation, and I think this kind of wasn't good for like my mentality and like my body's overall health, but I feel fine. But I could not sleep past like 6 a.m. on the trip, which was really frustrating because my family slept until about 10 o'clock every day. But the thing that was good about that is my husband doesn't mind if I just go out as long as I just tap him and be like, I'll be back. And so I was able to, the first day that we were there and we were going to be there a full day, I woke up that morning and was able to, um, I had made a list of things I might would want to do with everybody. And, you know, when you look at it from a standpoint of, okay, I'm going to go and do all these things, you might pull up in the parking lot and be like, I don't think this is what I thought it was. And so I went and looked at like 3 or 4 things that I was like, okay, this sounds cool. Let's go check it out before we drag the kids here. You know, so I was able to scope out the island and see what we would enjoy. We didn't really go into Savannah, Georgia and explore a lot. It seemed very crowded and a little too busy for our little family. I like to, and everything was kind of like right on the road. I'm sure there was other stuff that would have been good for us to do if I would have really searched hard, but our main focus was Tybee Island. Let's see. Hi, Salgado. That's our last name. My name is Katie. But you can call me Miss Salgado. That's kind of my name. Let's see. Rudrare. Ru. Rujaraju. I don't want to say it wrong because I can have a Spanish accent on some stuff. Your name. Very, very nice. Thank you. Michael says, "Oh, you should have happy thoughts. Hope you sleep better tonight." I actually slept like a rock last night. Let's see. My job, maybe you're asking what I do for a living. I am a marketer for a restaurant that has 9 locations. I answer their Google reviews on Google, and I'm kind of like HR. And if any of the employees have issues, they have my email up on the website and they can talk to me. So that is what I do for a job. And it's a restaurant that I worked at for about 5 years, but I went to the back office as HR when I had 2 kids. I did not want to go back out and work in the restaurant because I was super busy. And now I'm even busier with doing homeschool and doing the YouTube channels and stuff like that. Let's see. Sandy says, keep your dreams up, girl. Thank you. Somebody said, you're 15? No, I am 27 next week. I'll be 27. I guess that's okay. I don't feel 27. I feel like I just turned 20, but I was almost 21 when I had my first baby, and he just turned 6. So life is going really fast. Let's see. I felt like I had a few more things I wanted to talk about, but I think I'm going to end this soon. I know that I didn't do a live on Thursday because my cousin got married and we went to Castle McCulloch and it was so beautiful. I have some videos on the channel about Tybee Island and Castle McCulloch just to kind of show what I was up to. There's some shorts and there's some long form videos. And so yeah. And I also do have another YouTube channel that I post travel things on. It's called Salgados on the Go. And let's see. I don't know if I can chat with you guys and kind of type that name out, but let's see. I've never tried. Let's see. Oh, that is not it. What is happening? Okay. I might could show y'all the mini golf. In a bus. Yeah, there we go. So we played mini golf last night. And this was my cousin's wedding. Let's see. We got a family picture that I really liked at the wedding. This is my husband and I. I don't know if y'all are seeing all this too. But this was our family photo. That's my people at the castle. And then I'll show y'all some of, that was when we went walking at the Savannah, Georgia. Let's see, this is kind of cool. And this was a giant arcade we went to. I don't know if you can see that well. They had little horses. And the kids loved these little horses right here. Oh my gosh, this is fun. I'm learning, but this is, they're sideways pictures, so they're not they're not looking the best. Let's see. The wedding. But yeah, the mini golf was super fun. This is on my other YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, there's my baby. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. Let's see, I'm gonna show you guys the sea turtle. There is the sea turtle we saw at the Science Center. And here is a beautiful nature trail I went on. That is a very close up of me. Let's see if I can, let's see. Sorry, you guys. But let's find Tybee Island welcomes you. That's my baby. And we walked on the beach. Let's see. That was some rocks on the beach. We saw Lighthouse. I didn't know I could do this. And then Fort Pulaski, that was really awesome too. We got to walk up and see the fort. It's a preserved fort. Let's see what else I have. I don't really have a whole lot more. Had some replica cannons. I did ride the horse. Somebody asked me if I rode the horse. I did. This is when my husband won 10,000 tickets out of the machine. I might start doing that because this is fun. But yeah, this is my son when my husband won a lot of tickets in the claw machine. This was ice cream on the Tybrisa Strip in Georgia. Let's see. Oh, I got to hold one of these things. That was fun. Little hermit crab in the touch tank. Let's see. This is also another picture of the Fort Pulaski. Oh, check this out. Oh, it like zoomed in. Let's see. Little. This was in the museum as well. I like being able to show you guys some stuff like this. I love this too. Let's see. This picture of my boys. My boys with their dad, and they're all 3 amigos. They're besties, and I'm just along for the ride. Let's see. What else can I show you guys? Because this is fun. Oh, this is why I said it looks so much different. It was just all swamp at the place we went. Let's see. Oh, I love this picture of us. And then here's my family at the wedding. And I was like, I look super pregnant there, and I'm not pregnant, and it was offensive. Let's see. But yeah, that is all I got. That was kind of fun. I did not realize that I could do that. So I might do that more often if I'm doing a live and I haven't talked to you guys in a while. I can show you guys pictures. Let's see. So yeah, that was really, really fun. Do I have a play bottom? I'm guessing a play button? No, I have not gotten enough. I have not gotten enough views and subscribers for that yet. But yes, I've almost been doing this live for 30 minutes. So, but I'm also going to show you guys. Oh, sorry, it is loud. I have started a new knitting project. During the winter, I knit scarves and I sell scarves at the local coffee shop nearby. Let me just show you my, I'm gonna set you guys down for a second. My little stash of scarves. There's like 10 or 15. This is very dirty. The kids like to climb on it. But yeah, anyways, if you liked this live, I have lots of videos and lots of lives from the past if you would like to watch them. And yeah, I do this every day. Usually it's me kind of walking around, and this whole YouTube channel is for motherhood and like health and homeschool and things of that nature. And so I want to try to do some field trips during the summer to keep my son learning, and I do book hauls from the library, just different things like that. This week was just very chill. Not very structured at all, but we only have today and tomorrow before we get back to our norm with work and homeschool and all the things. So, yeah, I have enjoyed it, but we're gonna go get our kids soon and spend the evening with them. So I thought I would come on here and catch you guys up with a very long live. But thank you guys for being here. I'll talk to you later. Bye.